With 3 years remaining before he could complete his first term in Parliament, the hammer fell on him. On 17th November 1994, his election was nullified by a 3-judge bench comprising of Justices Emmanuel Okubasu, G.P. Mbito, and J.W. Mwera.
I was thrown out of Parliament. That was a low moment for me. Very low moment.
Did he foresee that coming?
Earlier on, I just laughed about it because I thought it was a joke. But when the reality came and I was taken out, then that's when it dawned on me and said, a corrupt system can get away with anything. Yeah. And I think that's what propelled me when I came back in '97 to move against corruption. But it was a low moment in my life, very low moment.
But how did he handle the political crisis he was facing, given that the prestigious position held in society as a member of Parliament demanded highest moral standards?
I guess that's my strength. If I believe in myself, and I know that you are lying about me, that I've not done it, the matope on a troop you thrown me just washes off. I don't care. And therefore it didn't affect me. I could look anybody in the eye because I know that it's not true. And I had no problem to move on with my life. I had also very strong friends. The late Wamalwa, who was a pillar on my side. The late George Captain was a pillar on my side. And they also laughed about it, and we all laughed about it. And therefore, I would look anybody in the eye. I was not embarrassed, I was not ashamed, because it's not true.
I don't know the details, but it looked cooked up evidence about witchcraft. I must say that I probably contributed to it inadvertently, because back in 1974, one of the election petitions I had handled of the late, he's still there, Kabere Mutobijiwe. I was acting for the petitioner against Kabere Mutobijiwe. And our evidence was that there had been oathing, of the people. And all the people who came to give evidence for the petitioner, the judges were old themselves, Chanansi, and they decided these old people cannot be telling the truth, cannot be telling lies at their age. But actually, they were talking about the Mauma oaths. So they would give, the evidence was correct, but it was nothing to do. So we were able to throw out Kabere Mutobijiwe on the basis of oath. There was a by-election. That's how Anarita Karimi Njero became member of parliament. So then, from there, the law was, oathing is so serious. If there's evidence of oathing, you go out. And this was now an extension, because these judges, particularly the white judges, thought witchcraft is something, oathing and witchcraft is something in the minds of the Africans. So if you have subjected the voters to oathing or witchcraft, then the elections could not possibly have been free. So he was using, the petitioner in Musikari Kombo was using the law that one of the grounds, which is very serious, is witchcraft or oathing. And if you are found to have participated in it, then you are disqualified from even contesting the subsequent elections. But that was a judiciary that was under the executive. Yeah, I would not say that we have a free judiciary. In practice, although in constitution it is, but there's a lot of improvement. You find a lot of brave judges, You find them here in the Judicial Review Division, in the Constitutional Division, some in the Court of Appeal, but there are some judges whose mentality is still sucking up to the house on the hill. But there are judges who are able to decide cases according to the law and the evidence.
Musikari Kombo claims that turbulent moment in his political career also saw him experience what he terms betrayal from his friend, the then ever-smiling Attorney General, Amos Shiswila Wako.
He was a very close friend of mine. He cannot deny I played a role in him becoming an Attorney General. I can actually say that publicly, and he will not deny. And if he does, we can sit together and say, what about this lunch, and what about who organized it, and so on and so forth. So he was a very close friend of mine. But I sat back and I said to myself, he's working for his masters. And I left it at that.
The decision by the three-judge bench to throw him out of Parliament also eroded his confidence in the judiciary, as he claims.
It was a corrupt system at work. And for me, that's what I always looked at, a corrupt system at work. In Parliament, my witnesses disappearing, and so on and so forth. It was not going to help anybody. It was, you know, you could argue until you come blue. But a corrupt system does not listen, it won't care what you're saying.
The criminal justice system was once again on the spot that made him have a totally different perspective on the rule of law.
That law is an ass. It can be manipulated. That at that time, and I think even now, a lot of our judiciary can be manipulated, which is a sad thing. It was definitely judiciary manipulated. Let me say this, and one of the judges, much later in life, came and apologized. One of the three, much later, came and apologized. I'm a sort of person that say to him, it is gone, it's finished, let's just move on. So it was a system manipulating the judiciary. And I believe to today, it is still happening.
On the ground, people knew that it is not true. So they knew the system was fighting him. And that helps you in the subsequent elections.
But as fate would have it, the controversy stalking him did not end there. More was to follow when murmurs erupted, claiming that Kombo was in fact not a Kenyan after all.
That is stupid, the most stupidest. The person who started that thing was Martin Shikuku. I've had Orengo, my friend, also repeat it. It's the stupidest thing I can actually trace up to my great-great-grandfather. And I know where their graves are. You know that Lumboka was owned by my ancestor. The fort of Lumboka, Yomulunda. Wamurwa was my ancestor. So when the white man was coming, and the first resistance of the Bukusus against the white man was at the fort of my ancestor. Okay? What more can I tell you? If by that time my ancestor was there at Kabul, how can you tell me I'm from Malawi? Yeah. The Bukusu story about this big stone in Sangalo with a footprint on it. Watiekele, that footprint belongs to Watiekele, my ancestor. How can you tell me I come from Malawi? It is the most stupid thing. Eh? We all know that the Walonda clan is very, very established in Bungoma. Maero, at the coming of the white man, he was one of the headmen in the area. The white man deposed him. And that's why we say, well, Mufunga na Pingo, and he broke them because of his strength. That's my ancestor. And you tell me I come from Malawi? What are you talking about?
Amid these shenanigans, 73-year-old Musikari Kombo says he has learned the bitter and hard way what politics really is.
Politics is a game that can be vicious, that can be dirty, that can be... that people will go to any length in the name of politics.
Duncan Hemba, KTN, The Untold Story.
This is KTN.